Thank you, Daryl Morey. Thank you so much for just managing assets at a level that no other human being has ever done before. You sold high at the perfect moment. Jared McCain faded into NBA obscurity. He never had a moment ever again. He was just a rookie sensation that he was a flash in the pan. Jared McCain, 24 points off the bench for this super deep, super talented Oklahoma City Thunder team. Fills the scoring void left behind by Jalen Williams. Well, one of the Jalen Williams, because the other Jalen Williams was draining threes all night, but J-Dub and A.J. Mitchell, who got hurt in this game, 24 points off the bench. He only made 2 of his 10 three-pointers, but what he was doing with the ball on the floor just mesmerized me, whether it was attacking Victor Wembanyama, he's like at least a foot shorter than him. He broke out of that De'Aaron Fox press around half court, almost lost the ball, picked up his dribble, got to the rim, finished with his left hand. There's the one play where Isaiah Hartenstein gave the dribble handoff to Casey Wallace. Casey Wallace passed to Jared in the corner. He made one of his 2 3-pointers he made. He might have missed 8, but the ones he made were really big. And then late in the game, Jared comes out from the corner, left-handed pass, flicks it out to Jay Will for a game icing 3. I think that shot, more than anything, pretty much sealed the deal and made sure the Spurs weren't going to come back. Not to mention, I've said this before, but I love his dribble handoff game with Isaiah Hartenstein. Jared got to kind of score there in that first half as well. It felt like he was able to make an impact that way early. I love the give-and-go game they have. Jared and Caruso, plus 28 off the bench for each of them. Caruso's continued to be a superb difference maker in the series, and this is why I still pick the Thunder going into the series, even with the Spurs 4-1 record against them. I just felt like the depth of OKC. I genuinely believe they have like 12 to 13 legit NBA rotation guys on their team. I felt this way last year. I feel like they're better than they were last year, and I was like, they're gonna figure it out in a 7-game series. As great as Wembanyama is, and he was great tonight. But I would say that he didn't have the impact he had the first 2 games. I mean, 26 points, efficient shooting, had some really nice shots early in this game. The Spurs go up 15-0, 17-2, and the Thunder storm all the way back. But I think the Thunder just did a good job of denying Wemby, not even the ball. I mean, he definitely had the ball, but kind of there was just certain plays and certain moments at the game where they just were able to get him out of the action. You see it in the rebounding. He only had 4 rebounds. And that's not because he was getting bullied around, but it just felt like they were able to bring him out of the paint, bring him out of the play. Maybe they were attacking the basket from the other side, and he wasn't able to get back on the weak side. It's stuff that I'd have to really take a full game tape review to figure out truly what the Thunder were doing play by play in this game. Because it certainly wasn't, for the most part, Chet and Hartenstein just like playing lockdown defense. I wouldn't say that's what was going on, but those guys played well. Hartenstein, again, rebounding, made a difference. Jalen Williams, the one who's not injured, he had a good rebounding game in addition to making all those threes. And more than anything, SGA wasn't afraid to defer. I mean, he was kicking out the case on Wallace along the wing. He had 6 assists. Going into, I think in the first quarter he had 6 assists. He got to the line, made all 12 of his free throws. Cry about it all you want. There's plenty of times in this game where he drew legitimate fouls, to my eyes. And I think there's a lot of factors that went against the Spurs, kind of threw them off their momentum, even in front of a raucous home crowd. I mean, De'Aaron Fox coming back, I don't think that necessarily negatively impacted him. He started the game really strong, actually. 9 points, I think, in the first quarter, but it felt like more than anyone, Harper was kind of a non-factor. I was like, okay, the Thunder have been killing them in the bench points. With Harper going back to the bench, him and Keldon, they'll get their points. And Harper just kind of felt disjointed. It felt like the defense was disrupting him. Castle, I mean, he didn't turn the ball over, but he didn't shoot well. I know he got to the line, but I just felt like, I mean, Castle was kind of fired up, and I appreciate that, whether it was the scuffle mid-game, but even some other plays, it felt like he was kind of on edge to a degree. But he just didn't play well enough, I don't think, as a lead guard when you have 5 guards on the other side playing super well. I think Fox was solid. I mean, he got hobbled midway through the game. Just feels like he's playing not at 100%, and that makes total sense. But his return kind of almost took Harper, I feel like, out of the game. So you're playing with 50% De'Aaron Fox, a Harper who I guess wasn't as confident tonight, and he's rookie. So maybe it's just something he's got to get over, and he goes back to the role he's used to next game. Maybe he'll have a great game. But tonight, he was just a little off kilter, and I just don't think Castle's been all that great in this series, to be honest. I think Devin Vassell's been amazing. Once again, he was amazing tonight. I think he was a big part of limiting Shea early in the game. But it's just, they just haven't done enough. Their bench hasn't done enough. And tonight they just weren't making their threes either. So I think it's interesting that the Thunder were able to win this game by 15 points. It didn't feel like that's where it was going to go until the last, I'd say, 8 minutes or so, 6 minutes or so of the game. But it's what happened, and Spurs got to get a win in Game 4. I mean, they can't drop both home games. They have to win. So hopefully, for their sake, all their guys are healthy and ready to go.